Welcome. Now, first things first, we have to establish, we have to really think about certain situations, right? Now, when you're facing a zombie apocalypse, you need to bug out, right? You need to run out, you're in the city, you need to get out. And you can only really carry a backpack. So I'd like you to talk to us a little bit about what kinds of things you would put in a backpack before you bug out for running away from the zombies.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not very familiar with the concept of zombie apocalypse, and hence I'll change my topic to something that I am familiar with, and that's the horror stories that I used to hear when I was a kid while I was growing up. One of the stories that I heard about was there was this small village, and it was haunted village. Whenever people used to pass by that village, they would have something completely that they have never thought about. One of the examples was there was this person who was walking through this village, and of course in all the stories they have a big graveyard nearby, there is a lake, there is a big old banyan tree with a lot of roots hanging out from the top of the tree. So that was the setting, and the wind was blowing, and there was nobody there on the road, and there was this car that stops near that village, right next to the pond. And as you can imagine, there are no gas stations around, there are no people around, perfect setting for a horror or that kind of a story. And we as kids would just be sitting around, and this aunt of ours would be telling us this story. Well, don't be afraid, there is nothing much. This is how it happened, and this is true. And you can even visit that place. And every one of us would be really like, and it was perfect timing, like it was 8 or 9 p.m. in the night when these stories would be told to us, and all the kids would be sitting around there. And he had an ability to keep coming out with music sequences as well. Oh, the door open, something like that. And the car's door opens up, the person walks out to seek help. Rather than finding help, he loses his way and moves under the woods. And during moving from the woods, he encounters this big graveyard. And now this person is kind of questioning himself whether this was the right choice for him or not. And while passing through the graveyard, what happens is this person bumps into a kind of a protruding object from the graveyard, and this person gets a heart attack and dies on the spot. And that was just a kind of a tree root and something like that. So those are some of the stories that really used to kind of tell us that even though in reality they may not exist, but the fear of something unseen can cause a havoc on the way human psychology works. So that was my zombie experience. Thank you.